Good afternoon, Bahamas, and we are back. Make sure you do what you have to do. Share this, share the new link. We were knocked off of Facebook on the first go around. They knocked us off. Of course, they don't want you to hear what's going on. Of course, they don't want us to defend and stand up for our country and stand up for our rights. Of course, they don't. Why would they? So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have to continue doing what we have to do, and that is fight for our country. And of course, they're going to continue to attack us on the media and now on social media, but no problem. We have the technology to keep going. So never, never worry or be despaired about what's going on. What we are cannot be stopped. What we are is an idea whose time has come, and we cannot be stopped, and we will not be stopped. The Bahamian people are awake, and I don't understand why they're wasting so much time. Every time we say we're going to go live, we get interfered with. But when we just go live, we don't ever get interfered with because they don't expect us. So they sit down on Sundays and Tuesdays waiting to see how they can block us, but no problem. Ladies and gentlemen, you are here, you are back, and so let's get right to it. Make sure you share the new link because some people are going to think we're down, and if they don't refresh their page, they are not going to. They're not going to. Yeah, we got some people on the side in the camera view. If we don't refresh our page, we're going to. If they don't refresh their page, you're not going to. They're not going to see us. So make sure share this. Tag some people in there. Tag them. Put their names in there. Tagging always works. It gives them a notification. All right. So don't just share it. Also tag it. Put their names on there. Whoever you want to see on here, put their names on there. Tag them. You know how to do all that stuff. In the meantime, I want this to be a I want it to be a call-in show. We got some stuff we got to talk about, some stuff we got to consider, but we want you to call in at some point, ladies and gentlemen. I played a video in our first broadcast. In that video, you could see that Haiti is in trouble. There's another video I wanted to play, but I'm going to play any more video because of time, where you can see now that the Haitians are using politics. You know, you heard one of them, you could hear one of them in the videos, and go on YouTube and look and see what's happening. You could hear some of the people saying that Biden told the Haitians, and this is in Haiti, and they said that Biden told the Haitians in Florida that if they vote for him, that he would do certain things, allow them to come in, to open up things for them. And they're saying it. And this is the ones in Haiti saying this. So that means that they're paying attention to the political side of this. And they're saying that the gangsters, like barbecue, etc., they're using politics. They don't understand how to use politics to get their way and get what they want done. And we're seeing the same thing happen in the Bahamas. We're seeing that they're using politics to get what they want done. And if Bahamians don't wake up, we're going to be in trouble. We gotta wake up, all right? And so you gotta be the ones as patriotic Bahamians to stand up and defend this little country that we have. We want to help all of our brothers and sisters from around the world. We got to help ourselves first. And if there's a cholera outbreak in a country and we have no way of stopping them from flooding here and regulating who comes in and testing who comes in, we got to close our doors. America is now canceling visas in Haiti. They're serious about this. They're talking about sending the Coast Guard down there to do some blockades. We could do the same thing if we want to, but our government is not serious. And so we got to decide how serious we're going to take this. We are serious with this, and we hope that all of you are serious with this. Tomorrow, we're going to make a big step, and we're going to make an unprecedented step. You know, people have talked about immigration for a very long time. They've said this needs to happen and that needs to happen, and they've talked this talk. But to tomorrow at 9 a.m., we're going to Rawson Square. Make sure be there on time. Leave early because you know there's going to be traffic. Make sure you leave early to be there on time. Let someone else drop your kids off if they're not coming, or drop your kids off a little bit earlier so that we can get there on time. We have printed our bill, the amendment to our immigration law, and we are going to deliver that to each and every member of parliament. We have a bill with each of their names on it. And so that is going to be delivered to the House of Assembly tomorrow, to each of them, each one of them. And we're going to leave it for those that we can't get. We're going to leave it at the House of Assembly in their name, and we're going to deliver it to each of their constituency offices or each of their offices and their ministries. We're going to deliver that bill for them. The purpose of that bill is to protect our immigration laws so that no one can come here illegally and get any kind of status in this country. No one can come here illegally and get status in this country. We're going to end that now. You're not going to get status, and that's going to stop you from coming here illegally and then trying to run for office. If you come here illegally, your children will not get status in this country. They will get status in the country that gives them status, that is in Haiti. And so if you come here illegally, you go home. And as simple as that. We have to protect this nation. Come the right way. And we think that everyone agrees with that. And we don't see why anyone in the opposition or any other party, etc., should have a problem with that. And if they want to protect our nation, they're going to be with us on this. It's simple as that. What we've been experiencing over the last, since this administration has got in, we have been experiencing a flood of immigrants. Andres is under attack. Eleuthera is under attack. Harbor Island is under attack. Exuma is under attack. Abaco is under attack. New Providence is under attack. Crooked Island is under attack. I mean, Bahamians don't want to go to Crooked Island. And these people go into Crooked Island and carry the drugs with them. How do you land with a shipment, a huge shipment of drugs? You see, we're not just worried about the illegal immigration. That's a crime in itself. And that makes all of these people criminals. And that's why we have to change the law so you don't benefit from crime. Because you're not supposed to benefit from crime or the proceeds of crime. So you can't come here illegally and then pay off some politician and get a work permit. No, you go home. Come the right way. And so they're attacking our borders, and our politicians have been bought out. You know, ladies and gentlemen, the PLP was doing call arounds. They hired persons to call different persons and find out their political views. And this is several weeks ago now. They were calling persons and trying to find out where their stance was on different issues and where their stance was on politically, etc. And many of you have received those calls, and one person told me they were on the phone for almost an hour with the person asking them different questions. And at the end of their results, they had a meeting and they were informed on what's going on. And they were told that every single one is talking about the COI. Everyone is saying that the COI stand up for this country. And all they're hearing is COI, COI. So they decided that they have to do something, that the COI has too much popularity, and that their evil tricks, their lies and their plots and their little scandals they're putting out there is not working, that people don't care about their old politics. And so they said they have to do something. And they said the issue that seems to be most pressing to everyone right now is crime and illegal immigration, and the biggest of them being illegal immigration. They feel they can't do nothing with crimes. They're going to continue to ignore it. And so what they're going to do is they were going to try to pretend to do something about illegal immigration. And that is what they decided to do. And remember, I told you 2 weeks before they started that is what happened in the meeting, and that's what they were going to do. They're going to go to Abaco and pretend to do some raids there. Remember, I told you that 2 weeks before that they were not doing this because they care about immigration. They were doing this because they feel that the COI was getting too much popularity, and that is where the problem came in. All right, you can pass them right to me. Thank you. And that is where, thank you so much. And that is where the problem came in. All right. And so this is where this is why they decided to do that. It was not anything genuine, and that's why they're faking. Thousands of illegal immigrants have landed in this country, and you locked up 13 of them. You had a whole raid, 200 acres of immigrants, and 13 are illegal immigrants. Another probably 500 acres on one side of the SC Boodle Highway and all you got was 13 from the farm, another probably 500 acres on the other side of the SC Boodle Highway, and you got 13, it means that the government is flamming. They're not serious about this. They wanted to do something to say they did something. All right? Someone said, fresh, fresh documents just printed. You know, we always got fresh documents. Had this year waiting. Remember, you'd asked us, well, you didn't ask us. Remember, we were talking about this company that keeps popping up every time you talk about the FNM and PLP companies, Focal and Arak Homes and all of them. And we keep seeing Royal Bank Trust in there, investment trust in there. Royal Bank of Canada Trust Company. We kept seeing that. And we're trying to figure out what is this company about and who is in this company. You know, who are the persons that are directors, etc., in this company? And we were very curious to know who it was. And so we did some digging, and so we're gonna drip feed it to you. But all we want to tell you is the FNM and PLP are the same. And they're hiding companies within companies within companies. So don't mind Focal telling you, oh, we don't sell oil to BEC, to BPL. Okay. But the company within the company within the company, who sells to them? Give us the Freedom of Information Act so we can see. Yeah. Don't tell us nothing. Give us the Freedom of Information Act. Well, now we dug a little deeper and we could see some things. And we got some documents. I'll get to that later. All right? That one gonna shock you. Who is deep in our things? All right? But of course, these are documents just arrived. Fresh documents. Fresh documents just arrived with each and every. These are the documents. This is the bill. All right, and it's properly labeled. Let me switch cameras. Thank you so much. Yeah, we can switch. You can bring it right here to me. We'll give Gatorade a commercial because we've been going all day. This green one look good. I give you the other one. No, I like you more than I like me, so I give you the. No? Okay. All right, there we go. All right. We've been going all day and fighting battles all day. So we have envelopes for each one of the members of parliament. Let's do a little close up on this. Make sure you can see this good. And so this one you can see is for Philip Edward Davis, the Prime Minister of the company, Member of Parliament for Cat Island. So Philip Edward Davis, Prime Minister, Member of Parliament for Cat Island. This is his document. This is, let me break the seal. This is the one for the PM. And inside this, we're going to deliver this to them tomorrow. Inside this is the bill. Oh, that's why I can't see good. Let me try that there. Inside this, sorry, y'all couldn't see that good. Inside this is the People's Bill to Save This Country. All right? The Bahamas Nationality Amendment Bill 2022. So this one is for Philip Edward Davis from the people of the Bahamas. And so, you know, they kept us ignorant for so long. They're not used to Bahamians being able to get to that level where we can draft the bills and we can bring the bill to them. We don't have to wait for them to pass a bill. See there? So they have no excuse. We're not asking them for anything to table a bill, to do a bill. We have drafted the bill. Okay? We have drafted the bill. I know you can't see it too clear, but come out tomorrow, you can see it tomorrow. And so we have drafted the amendment to the Bahamas Nationality Act to protect our country. Philip Brave Davis, this is yawns. So we can serve this on you tomorrow. And so we have one for every single member of parliament. All. We're not playing with them. All. And so we got Michael Darville here. We got Chester Cooper. And so we're going to have persons out there to deliver these to each one of them. All right. We got Jobet Colby. We got your papers, Jobet. We got your papers. So we're ready for you. So make sure you don't duck the House of Assembly tomorrow, Jobet. Make sure you're there. All right. So we got Mr. Mario Keith Boleg, all your government names. Keith Ricardo Bell. We got Glennis Hannah Martin, all of y'all. We got Michael Barnaby. We got Wade Alexander Watson. Jamal D'Angelo Strawn, all of y'all. Nicely, neatly put together for y'all. Bacchus Roll. We do a roll call, y'all. Leonardo D. Lightburn. Kirk Daniel Cornish. Patricia Ann DeVoe, all your government names. Lisa Tommy Ramin. Pia Takisa Glover Roll, all your government names. You're getting served tomorrow. Jumo Chaka, Chaka. Jumo Chaka Campbell. Obadiah Hercules Wilstrom. Clay Glenford Sweeting. Wayne Roosevelt Monroe. Ginger Maria Moxie. Frederick Audley Mitchell. Frederick A. Mitchell. Vaughn P. Miller. We got yours. I got to put this in a special envelope for you. Miles Kenworth Laroda. You know we've been researching y'all. We got all your government name. Lucky I ain't calling out your address and phone number. James Quasi M. Thompson. Sylvanus Clifford Edward Perry. Who's this with this funny name? Who is Sylvanus? Sylvanus Clifford Edward Perry, the Member of Parliament for North Eleuthera. Mr. Perry, you suspect. You can need to inspect your papers. Sylvanus Clifford Edward Petty. You see, y'all gonna vote for these people. Y'all don't even know some of these people y'all vote for. You don't even know who that is. I could put some of these MPs pictures up and y'all wouldn't even know that that's an MP. They was just riding the wave and getting drowned. Sylvanus Clifford Edward Petty. North Eleuthera. That's what y'all do. Don't let it happen again. Let me show you all how he spells his name. He is Sylvanus. We can put it up there for y'all so y'all can see it good. That's it. Sylvanus. I wonder what name he put on the ballot, because I sure he ain't put that on the ballot. He put Edward Petty, or Clifford Petty. Sylvanus Petty. Sylvanus. That's who y'all vote for. Oh, that's the wrong name. What did I put up there? Yeah, Sylvanus. See it there. Sylvanus Petty. That's him. All right? So, North Eleuthera. That's what y'all do. Leslie M. Miller Bryce. Adrian Paul Gibson. Well, you about to quit or resign or get fired. John H.W. Pinder II. That's how that would go. Leon E. Lundy. That's Mangrove Key. Leon E. Lundy. Y'all even know some of these names. Y'all don't even know some of these names. And they in the house. Adrian White. Michael Pintard. I'll put this on the side for you. Pintard, I put that on the side for you. Dr. Hubert Alexander Minnis. I don't even want to have nothing to do with you because if I see you face to face, it might be a problem. I can give this to Maria to give to you. Hubert Minnis, I giving this to Maria to give to you. I don't want to see you. Leroy N. Major. Alfred Michael Sayers. Zane Enrico Lightburn. Basil Walton McIntosh. Shannon Don E. Cartwright. He said the crooked people in the F&M made him do what he did. They made him do the badness. All right? And Iram Dewitt Lewis. I give you that one, eh? Yeah. I give you that one. And this one don't have the label on it. Who this for? All right, we got to make sure this one get labeled. All right, but all right, and then we got everybody. So here we go. So we already delivered this electronically to Michael Pintard. He wasn't taking my calls for some reason. I don't know why. He wasn't taking my calls. But some of our supporters in Freeport called him and row him out. And he said, listen, I ain't let nobody strong arm me. And he started having back and forth with them. They tell him he better do what's right for the Bahamian people. Our Freeport people wasn't playing with him. They told him he better do what's right for the Bahamian people. And he said, oh, you all threatening me. And they said, you will find out. And after coming up with a conversation with him, I can tell you all the conversation. After coming up the conversation with him, be very careful over there. In fact, don't even mess around over there. All right, don't play around over there. All right, after after that conversation, he called me, and I answered the phone. I said, "Hey, bro," and he said, "You must have the wrong person, because you calling me brother." And he said, "Because everyone telling me you mashing me up. You out there mashing me up." I said, "Listen, man, we got a job to do for Bahamian people. I don't have time for all this small talk. All right, we got a job to do, and we got to do what's in the best interest of the Bahamian people, and that's it. So I don't have time for all that stuff. So I wouldn't say all we talk about, but I gave him the document, so he has it. So he has no excuse, and that's that. All right." Someone say, I ain't hear no Knowles, Beans, Rolls, Smith, Deans. That's what y'all keep doing. We keep putting these people with different agendas in charge of our country, people who are sympathetic to everybody else. You don't mind if you have one or two, but come on, we need a takeover of this Bahamas. We need to repossess the land. We need to redeem our country. Redeem means to reown. And so this is redemption. We are on a mission for redemption and to redeem our country. All right? So we got the documents and the letters for all of them. And I'm putting Sylvanus Edward Petty on the top. Let me put you back down. So Philip Edward Davis first. And then I give Michael Pintard. And then Chester Cooper. With Chester Cooper, they invading Exuma. And that's my hometown. We mess with Exuma. All right? So, ladies and gentlemen, we in serious trouble. Now, before I continue, I just wanted to touch on a couple of things before we go on. Just some things we wanted to touch on before we continue. There are a few people who've lost some loved ones in recent days, and one of them is that we've lost is Mr. Robert McCartney, and he is the father of one of our staunch supporters and one of our strong leaders down there in we got to get that camera back up. We got to get the other camera back up so we could get both of us on. In fact, let's not do that. Producer, let's just turn the camera a little bit so we could get Tanya on. Tanya Ferguson Strawn is here with me, and she's in studio with me so that we could talk about some stuff. And she is from Grand Bahama. Just turn it a little bit instead of bringing up the other camera. Yeah, let's get her on there. A little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. Perfect. Take it back a little bit, back a little bit, back a little bit. Right there, right there. I want to get two of my flags in. All right, so Miss Tanya Ferguson Strawn is with us all the way from Grand Bahama. Her father was buried this weekend, and I want to say our deepest sympathy to you from all of us, in the Coalition of Independence.
Thank you so much.
It was a great loss for you, a great loving man, a very loving man, and everyone had nothing but nice things to say about him.
He was a father to all.
Yes, he was a father to all. Everyone called him dad. Yeah. And so we put him. We buried his body, but we know he went to the Lord. We know he went to the Lord.
Yes, sir.
So I think everyone who knows him knows that he went to see our Lord. All right, and so we also had another great loss in the Coalition of Independence, and that is Mr. Gary Hamilton. Mr. Gary Hamilton was a staunch supporter of the Progressive Liberal Party all of his life until last election, when he discovered the Coalition of Independence and he realized that we need change. He's an elderly man, and he lost his battle to cancer, but he supported the Progressive Liberal Party all of his life, and he decided to come over to us. And this man has been a pillar of strength to us. He has motivated me, kept me going. Loving advice, real, honest words. You need honest people behind you, lions, not people who are going to suck up. We don't want yes men in our organization. We want lions. And so he's one of them that will be honest. And so he has fallen asleep and he's gone to be with our Lord, Mr. Gary Hamilton. And so we thank you for all of your support over the years. We thank you. We thank you. He was a strong, he was a strong PLP, and his wife was a strong F&M supporter for all these years. And she said it was so impactful to see him switch over to the COI that she decided to switch over to the COI, because he was someone who would kill for the PLP. But he realized that, and she realized that they are the same. And while they'll have you in your homes fighting, and while they'll have you putting your children out, etc., they are the same. And so she has switched over to the COI, and so did he. He got a good tongue lashing from his former member of parliament, and this is his lovely wife here with me and the chairman. We went to visit her yesterday. He got a good tongue lashing saying, how could you leave the PLP, to follow behind Lincoln? He ain't no good. Following behind him, he ain't no good. That's what Dennis Anna Martin, started to say with me. He ain't no good. How you could be following him? And he gave her a piece of his mind, and he's been following us, and he didn't care. He knows that it was time to let go party, because fighting for party only benefits the politicians and a few of the cronies, not all. And we really need to benefit all Bahamians now. And I respect him for taking that stance. He's gone on, and we are going to continue this fight for him and for people like him. So Gary Hamilton, you are gone, but you will never, ever be forgotten. Thank you so much for everything that you have contributed to the Bahamian people. Thank you, and God bless you. And so we're going to be attending his funeral. And if you want to come with me, if you're a COI supporter and you want to attend his funeral with me, please be there. It's going to be we'll put up in our social media in our groups exactly the information on that. All right. And so before I go back to this immigration stuff, because yes, we're getting ready to demolish an illegal shanty down. The government don't know what to do, so we're going to show them what to do. All right, we're going to show them what to do. I just started interesting. I got some behind the scenes photos of the prime minister when he did his address, that waste of time nonsense address that he did to the Bahamian people, insulted our intelligence. I got some behind the scenes photos, and man, they spent big money. Yeah, I'll see the studio audience. They spent the big money to do that little address. Look at all the equipment. They spent big money on this. They spend big money. Look at that. Listen, this party knows how to spend money. Look at all that equipment. Look at all that. That's money right there. This party knows how to spend that money, buddy. They could party and they could ball. They could spend up some money. Here they go. Just behind the scenes. See the little teleprompter he was reading from right there? So look at all the teleprompters all around him. You can see them to his right, his left, and in front of him. So some people are impressed with these speeches, but all they're doing is reading off a screen. That's it. And they'll keep turning right and turning left or turning straight. And you can see the screens right all around him. And that's how they operate. But big money is being spent on these simple things. Just like big money is about to be spent on sending our Defense Force officers to Haiti. I don't know. I don't know if these fellas. We're going to spend money to send our Defense Force officers to Haiti. We can't get our crime under control. And the Minister of National Security said today, Tanya, that our officers are going to train their police. Our officers ever been in any mountains and dealt with any mountain terrain? Our officers ever dealt with fighting gangs in Shantytown? Gangs with heavy machinery, machine guns, etc., and grenades? Our officers have any training in that? Urban warfare? That's urban warfare. I think they talk to hear themselves. The problem that I have with this is that if one Bahamian dies in Haiti, if one of our Bahamian young men, officers, die in Haiti, that is a tragedy because it didn't have to happen, because that is not our fight.
No, it's not.
The Minister of National Security says that that's the job of the Defense Force, and they have to go where there's any threat, and there's a threat in Haiti. All right. Let me try to help these imbeciles that we pay all this money to. If the threat is in Haiti, it is not here.
That's right.
What we need to do is to protect our borders so that they can't get here.
Yes.
If there's such a threat that you need to send military there, then close our airports to them.
Yes.
Close our borders. Blockade the southern part of this country. Don't tell me you need to send a few Defense Force officers into Haiti and that's going to help. Haiti's entire military can't stop them. And police.
The UN couldn't stop them.
The UN couldn't stop them. And you're going to send our officers there when you need to keep them here to protect at home? How stupid could you be? If there's a threat to come here, we are going to need all hands on deck here. You can't handle the influx. You just heard Clint Watson say on behalf of y'all, the Prime Minister and the rest of you, that they can't, man, the Crown land is too much. So the Haitians taking it over and they building nothing they can do.
You can't handle them here, Lincoln.
So if you can't handle it here, Why are you gonna spread your forces? This is the art of war. You concentrate your forces. You don't split them up. This is how England defeated Germany on D-Day. They spread their efforts. They spread it so Germany didn't know what was going on. They spread their efforts where the English were, and so because you're spread thin. Leave our officers here, put them on boats in our water,
Yes.
and use our plan to put a firewall in the sea, in our southern shores. Because if y'all don't do it, we can do it. We are going to build a firewall in our sea that no one will be able to cross, that we don't want to cross. It can be done. But these people want their legal immigration.
Yes.
They're not serious. Send those ships to the southern part of this country. Concentrate your forces. Stop them from getting in. That's the purpose of a firewall.
Yep. Stop the enemy from getting in.
How do you feel about sending our officers?
Megan, I think the Bahamas government has proven how much we lack vision as a government to take our forces, our men, like you said, that should be guarding our borders and literally fighting against what issues we have here in the Bahamas. Look at Abaco. They can't deal with Abaco. How they could go to Haiti and deal with the issues in Haiti. Those people are the type of criminals those people are, criminality those people operate from, Lincoln. Our police officers ain't used to that.
No.
They don't know how to deal with that.
Some of our police officers are afraid to go to shanty down here because they scared someone could put voodoo on
Some
them.
of them scared to go in the ghetto.
Well, our government is being advised, of course, by their consultant, who they are paying big money to, $60,000 or so, and that is Louis Georges. And here's Louis Georges at the PLP headquarters in a PLP meeting. See him right there in the front. All right, that's him. And that's who's telling Wayne Monroe them what to do. They are paying a traitor of this nation. See him right there. A traitor of this nation. They're paying him big money after he betrayed this country, committed treason in this country. They are paying him
Lincoln,
big money.
it reminds me of a cartoon. When the enemy coming in on the cartoon characters, right? You'll see one come running out of the bush and point in the next direction to avoid,
Yeah.
to avoid the confrontation, because that's what's really happening. Leave the borders open, avoid the confrontation here, leave the borders open and go there, go distract them down in Haiti while the access is open, everything just wild. It reminds me of the cartoon characters.
Wow. The UN forces were in Haiti for years and years and years. They were not able to stop anything. What we need to do is get all our men in the fort. When the enemy is coming to your kingdom, they're coming to invade you. You need all arms on deck. Man the walls.
Yes.
Get all of your forces there. Some surround the borders. They go on the other side of the moat. Pull up the drawbridge. Some are out there to protect. The main ones are inside. Your archers on the wall. Your catapults ready. Everyone defending the fort.
Yes.
But these out of date, no vision fools are talking about sending our men to Haiti. They just complain that we are losing defense force officers every year, about 50 a year. We don't have enough of them. If one of our Bahamians die, I have a serious problem with that.
Because it's such an unnecessary fight. We could fight home and be able to man our borders better. You send them there to kill them. If one died.
You are sending our soldiers to go and deal with this area that is infested with cholera,
Yes.
still infested with COVID, staying get under control, but infested with cholera to go fight. There's no water. Some of you don't know Haiti, won't know that in a lot of areas in Haiti, even in the city, they deliver water in trucks. They fill up a tank in your yard, and that's how you get water. They don't have pipes running into every house like here. Some houses have it. But the first house I lived in a mountain in the wealthy area in Haiti, the truck had to come and deliver water whenever it ran low. Fill up a big tank, and when that go, the truck have to come and deliver more water. You can't even think like that. The reason cholera is spreading so bad is because the water trucks can't run. So a lot of people are without water. They can't bathe, they can't wash, they can't do anything. You're sending our troops there. And when they come back, they're going to come back with something.
So sad. That's just what they think about behemoths, Our government think nothing about us as behemoths. Only thing we are is slaves.
Listen, Philip Brave Davis, if you want to impress me with this, with sending a person to Haiti, let me tell you who to send. Send Wayne Monroe.
Mm-hmm.
Put a uniform on him. Send him.
Mm-hmm.
Send Fred Mitchell.
Yes.
Send Attorney General.
Yes.
And you go.
Yeah, all of y'all.
And don't leave Keith Bell. And what's your old boy name? Sylvanus Clifford Edward Petty. Send Sylvanus. Because if he can pronounce his name, he can speak the language.
Okay. Be right at home like that.
Send Sylvanus. Put a uniform on him with a coat of arms. And you send him. All right? And Brave, you go with them because you say that's your people.
Mm-hmm.
And while you're on it,
send Luby too.
You'll send Luby and let him stay. All right? Send Luby, put him on that boat or on that plane, and you send him. Since he love Haiti so much, you tell Luby go fight for them. Send Luby. Deputize Luby. Make him an honorary Defense Force officer. Since you could make him consultant and all these other things, JP, whatever you will make him an honorary Defense Force officer. I will endorse that. And you put him on the plane and you send Luby. Give him a BB gun and you send him. All right? You send him. Since he love Haiti so much. And one more you got to send with him. Who else you got to send?
Send Fred Mitchell for sure.
No, we didn't call his name.
Who else? Who else we got to send?
The other consultant.
Okay.
Rodney Manka.
Rodney Manka. Yeah. I will forget it.
You send Rodney so he could go there and say, Tout mon Haïtien. When he say that, he's saying my Haitian people.
Yeah, game of whistle when they start showing them how much.
No, we sending all of them with whistle because that's brave weapon. All of them going with whistle. All right?
Let me come on down.
Or someone say you can't forget Fred Smith QC.
Oh, yeah.
Fred could barely walk. Keep the man off there. Let's send him there so they go finish him off.
Mm-hmm.
Ladies and gentlemen, sometimes we have to laugh or we'll cry because this is how serious this is. These people are treasonous and they've betrayed our country.
Yes.
They betrayed our country. And we got to fight for this. We got one last stand to fight for this, and then it's done. If we don't stand up for our country, we're in serious problems.
We can't right the wrong after this one.
And so I just wanted to update you that within next month, we are going to be demolishing a shanty town. We're just waiting for the lady to be able to come back. She had a family emergency, and we are going to demolish. We're going to call you to come out with us. Mm-hmm. We're going to call some of our strong men to come out with us and our women, and we're going to go there and we're going to demolish that shanty town on that lady's property. They talk to our Bahamian elderly lady like a dog. I remember a time when we respected women, that you couldn't talk about someone's mother. That's death. That's a serious problem. I don't care if you was in primary school, if you was in preschool, you can't talk about no one mother. You learn to respect our women. And now we have these vile persons coming here and they broke down that woman's house.
Wow.
Her house. How you can break down a Bahamian house? The government's scared to touch their house, but they ain't scared to touch our house. They broke down the woman's house and then built but 50 houses on her property.
So the Bahamas for the Haitians then?
That's what it looked like.
For the Bahamas.
That's what it looks like.
For the Haitians.
I remember when you respected an elderly woman. You wouldn't dare. The government wouldn't help her. They gave her one letter in Creole until you go carry that yourself. They gave her a letter in Creole to go tell them get off the property.
No police assistance. No official assistance.
Police said they ain't getting back there to get no voodoo put on them.
My God. They tell me they're scared of going to ghetto. We tell them to go to Haiti. I know they shake it.
Well, I can go, because I ain't scared of voodoo. I can go. But during a breakdown, no Bahamian house in this country and think that going like that. No.
It's sad, nigga.
Moving forward in the next Bahamas, we need a strong government with strong leadership. Because from you hear that this woman was disrespected from these people, they tell her they will. They can't say the words they said. They run the woman off her own property. It's her and females in her family. And they know she ain't got no backup. And while they're standing together, this female is on her own. She said she built the PLP.
Mm-hmm. No assistance from the
and our own PLP wouldn't help her. Our own Brave Davis.
My God.
She said she went to all the prime ministers, F&M and PLP.
Brave and say he's Asian, though, Lincoln. So you gotta look out for your people now. You can't look out for no Bahamian. He ain't no Bahamian. He's Asian.
So we're gonna fix that. We're gonna fix that. All right. So we are going to be demolishing that shanty down. Awesome. And so who have a problem with that, then that's on you. But you ain't gonna break down no Bahamian house in this country moving forward. Bahamians will be respected, and Bahamians will bow to no one.
No one.
You will respect Bahamians. And we're going to be able to walk with our chest up and with our chin up. And we're going to be able to look anyone in their eyes, because we are going to benefit from our natural resources, and we are going to beg no one.
That's right.
In this country or in any country. But we will avenge that Bahamian woman. And I'm told that there's another Bahamian woman. Y'all could get her information to me. That the Haitians told her she got too much property.
Oh, wow.
And they started bullying her. I got video right here.
Too much property?
She got too much property. That's too much for her. And they said she got her. And they started taking her property. This is the country we live in.
Boy, Bahamians, really, we got to wake up in this country, you know.
We play it for them. See you there. Good morning, all. I am sending a video of a Bahamian lady that has been on this land, this crown land here with this granite. I don't know. I know her being around here from at least about 20 years, 30 years or so, since I was a little boy. This is the lady. There's a Haitian village on the south side of her, and they told her that she have too much land. And the Haitian men is a rasa on a regular basis, you know, I guess, throwing the little jazz and cursing at her or whatever. So this is a property right here. There's a good spread. Looks like about, I'd say maybe about 3 acres. With some fruit trees, stuff. You think that makes sense? Does that make sense? Do you have the right to even? I don't even. She's been complaining as well. They need to put a task force, like they say,
just to deal with this situation. And I get traffic crazy. I can't believe this going out west.
Someone on here just now, I think that was Denzel Roach. Good night, Denzel Roach. Thank you for your support. Denzel Roach said that he wished that was his land. Say, boy, I wish that was my land. Denzel Roach, let me inform you, that is your land. That is our crown land. That was issued to that woman.
Mm-hmm.
That's our land.
Yeah.
That they are kicking Bahamians off. Even your prime minister kicked all of the people out of the domes and then said, we're calling for a halt. We're calling for a halt to the demolitions in Abaco after they finished breaking down the Bahamian homes. They don't want to touch the homes of the Haitians. Philip Brave Davis said, once the Haitian build a house, we can't do nothing with them.
Lincoln, you know what? I think it's time Bahamians know that when one Bahamian hurt, all supposed to hurt. When
Yeah,
injustice happened to one, all of us supposed to get up and stand with that one.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It hurts me to see how politics will allow persons to let their fellow Bahamians be abused, and we can't allow this to happen. So the question is, are you going to stand with us or are you going to stand with this government that is anti-Bahamian? That is the question. That's the simple question. Are you standing with us or are you going to stand with this government that is anti-Bahamian? That's it. And that's all. So I'm going to open up the phone lines right now. Uh, I'm going to open up the phone lines. We are going to Russell Square tomorrow. We're going to Russell Square tomorrow, and we're going to stand up for this nation. We're going to Russell Square tomorrow at 9 a.m. They put a flyer out there that had the wrong date. It's at the 23rd. It's actually tomorrow. So call in sick, call in an early lunch, whatever you got to do, make sure you are there tomorrow so that we can defend our country. That is what is important right now. We have to defend our country.
Yes, I agree.
This is all we got.
Yes.
This is all we got. This is it. This is it. And this has been brewing and developing from the days of Loftus Roca.
Yes.
This has been brewing from them to now. And it's been brewing because Loftus Roca, while he went out there to do his job, he was soft. Yeah, he rounded them up, but the minute Pillin told him to stop,
He stand up.
he stand down. We don't need talkers anymore. Someone say Loftus Roca's fought and this and that. No, he didn't fight.
Stand down.
Because when Pillin told him to stand down,
did
he
not
said,
fight.
boy, you can see it in the next generation. You're going to see what's going to happen. They're going to take over our country. If you know that, why didn't you stand up and fight?
That's right.
Why didn't you tell Pinland, I am going to fight? You got to fire me.
Yes.
We need some men and women with courage in this country. Someone say, Brian McCartney, he was doing a good job rounding them up. Yeah? Well, why did when Ingram told him to stop, why did he stop? Ingram would have had to fire me.
That's right.
Because if I see what's going on and I know that our country is in peril, our country is in jeopardy, and if we don't do it now, they're going to come later and say, will you let it happen? To children born here, what you going to do? If you know that, then why didn't you fight? Brian didn't fight.
Nope.
He stood down. Brian was soft.
Mm-hmm.
We need some real men. How do you feel about that?
Lincoln, I'm with you with that. That's why I stand with you. Real man. Real talk. I ain't got time to hang up with nobody was scared to fight.
Yeah. Yeah. So I see one troll looks like a troll who loves another country.
Yeah, yes,
Um,
yes.
uh, Producers block him, please.
Mm.
Yeah, let's make sure he's blocked.
Get rid of him.
Yeah, okay, good. He's blocked. We don't have time for treasonous persons
Mm.
in this country. We have a nation
To
to
save.
save. Haitians won't let you come to Haiti and do anything negative there. They will put you in your place or put you in your grave. Only one country we got. And let me see if we have this lined up for you. I want you to see the stance of these immigrants because I was watching the news and I heard some things come out of these Haitians' mouth that made me ready to go on Bay Street and drag everyone out the House of Assembly. When I heard the words coming out of their mouth, like they are entitled to this country, that's what made me angry. They are now acting like this theirs
Yep.
and that they have a right to be here and that they have a right to take this
And
and
that
that
you
they,
have a right to stand up for it.
yeah. Let me tell you something. If anyone has a problem with me standing up for this country and standing up for what is ours, listen, I am not looking for friends on this.
Tell me that.
I'm not looking for friends on this. I'm looking to save this country. Someone say, "Oh, the Haitians aren't going to vote for you." Don't vote for me then,
Mm.
because if I got to choose with you voting for me or my country going to the
Sound
dogs,
out. Yeah.
listen, my friend. I am going to defend my country.
No, that's right.
Politics is the last thing on my mind when it comes to my country. The last. And so if you think that to win an election, I'm going to sacrifice my nation and sell out like Brave Davis and go into Shanty Town and tell them how I love them and I am them and they are me.
Okay.
Listen, I'm a Bahamian. And I love my Bahamian people.
Yep.
And I am them and they are me.
And it's more with us than against us.
I ain't nobody else but a Bahamian. And I don't want y'all to think for 1 second that we are outnumbered.
That's right.
That is a lie from the pits of hell, and it is a deception
Yep.
to make you all be afraid
That's right.
and not do anything. Ladies and gentlemen, we got to stand up and fight. We're going out there. See, the talk time is over. We can see who's going to call in sick and do what they have to do, but come out there. If you call in sick and you don't want us put on camera, just tell us. Say, listen, don't put me in the camera. I called in sick.
Mm-hmm.
Simple as that. But we need Brave Davis them to know that we're serious with this.
Yes.
That's the only way we can save this country. The same play.
It's in the game.
We gotta save this. So I'm about to play for you. There was an interview where Eyewitness News went in there. They sent a reporter who speaks Creole, Jose Etienne, went in there and he was speaking to the Asian people and getting their take on it. First and foremost, I don't care what your take on it is. If you come here illegally, the only thing I want you to take is yourself back to where you come from.
Yep.
All right? So watch this, and I'm going to do the play-by-play. I'm going to talk while this is playing. But I want you to watch this and listen to these words. And if you don't take this serious, then let them take your country then.
That was a serious interview.
These people stop that from starting. You give them the chance to do all kind of foolishness, then okay, they take over and over and over. And when you come in to try stop that, this is too late.
Meanwhile, this resident says the uptick in individuals living in the farm is partly due to Haitian nationals fleeing their country as it continues to experience political and social upheaval stemming from a more than a decade-long economic crisis.
Haiti
There are wars happening all day in Haiti. There's no leader in the country. There are some areas where you can't pass through. When you realize that you can't live in your own country, you'll seek to live elsewhere for the time being. Residents also adding that the lack of employment on the island and in some cases their inability to access jobs have played a part in them not being able to seek housing elsewhere. We can't rent apartments. Things are hard for us. We're just living here in our small homes with our children. If we were working, then it would have been a different outcome. But we're not working. As I spoke with residents here in the shantytown who are mostly Haitian nationals, they shared with me a long list of reasons as to why they're still living here. Many of them telling me that after being displaced by Hurricane Dorian 3 years ago, this was the only affordable place for them to rebuild in hopes of moving on. Majority of the homes in Marsh Harbor are demolished. There are not much apartments available anymore. Everyone's living in these small homes, and my economic standing doesn't allow me to live somewhere else that's better. Another challenge that residents in the farm continue.
I'm sorry, we had no sound. Thank you for that. You know, we got our online producers. Let me help some of these people with that. They're saying that they don't have homes. Some of them saying that they don't have, no more homes or no apartment to rent in Abaco, etc. There's plenty homes and plenty space to build on land in Haiti. We need our country. They're saying some of them that they don't have jobs. And that's why they doing the things they doing. There are Bahamians who don't have jobs. There are Bahamians lined 1,500 lined up this weekend because we need jobs. We don't have jobs. So what you want to do? Take our jobs? You're not entitled. If you are coming to ask us for something, come and ask us for something. You're not entitled to our land, our homes, our jobs. You don't have an entitlement. Because I'm not entitled to anything in Haiti or America or anywhere else. Y'all finish listening to this. I want you to hear the mentality.
Face is having to pay thousands of dollars for legal status, this resulting in some of them having to decide between what they consider to be the lesser evil.
They would want to move, they would want to be able to buy property, to be able to do this sort of stuff, but it comes down to what I was showing you. They still have to put in their documents.
I remember last year I paid $6,000+ on my papers, $4,000 for my work permit and $2,000 for my insurance. Sometimes we won't always have a job. We work every other day or every other week, so that results in persons not being able to pay for their work permits the way they should, and that's one of the reasons why we end up living here. And while Shantytown residents admit.
Now wait. Tanya from Freeport. Wait.
What's up, man?
He paid $6,000. That's last year. He paid $4,000 for his permit, $2,000 for insurance. How much Bahamians you know could find $6,000 to pay for anything?
You see what I'm saying?
For anything right now.
Then again, the Bahamian people was on the line for backpacks for their children. How bad things is for them. But the Haitians could find this kind of money when Bahamians on every line trying to get the little package, what they call them, parcel packages, because that's how rough it is for Bahamians.
Let me tell you something, because I don't know where they're going with that. But let me get something clear. If he take $10,000, because I know $6,000, if he had that cash right off the bat to do that, he had plenty of other money. That means he probably could come up with $10,000, $15,000, just like that.
Yes, sir.
if he goes to Haiti with $10,000-$15,000,
Rich man.
he can retire.
Yes, sir.
He rich.
He's a rich
And there's
man.
no reason to be here. He could live good.
He's a
Take
rich man.
your $10,000-$15,000. You complaining with paying $4,000 for a work permit. And go home. You gotta pay for no permit
No,
home.
that's right.
Go home.
You can go home and retire.
You're not entitled to anything. Let me finish listening to these people.
Admit that they are not in compliance with the law. They maintain that they don't have any other options.
The government saying it's illegal. It is illegal billing without the government permission or whatever. It's not. But at the end of the day, if you don't get nowhere to go and the government don't provide nowhere for you to rent or buy or whatever, so we got to do what we got to do to survive.
Meanwhile,
He's so entitled.
I don't know if anyone else heard what I just heard, but if you heard what I just heard, you will be on Bay Street tomorrow.
They have a sense of entitlement.
The man say the government ain't providing them with no home or nowhere to rent or whatever, so they gotta do what they gotta do.
That's what he say.
That ain't come with his mouth, man.
That's what he say. The government.
So the government now supposed to give them our things. Man, listen, Dame is joking, you know.
Lincoln, that's what brave them and make these people believe they have a right to the wealth of our land and the government have an obligation to them.
Let's say that one more time.
Okay.
Let's say that
any
one
other
more time.
options.
The government saying it's illegal. It is illegal billing without the government permission or whatever. It's not. But at the end of the day, if you don't get nowhere to go and the government don't provide nowhere for you to rent or buy or whatever, so we got to do what we got to do to survive.
Meanwhile, this Abaconian expressing his grievances with Bahamian residents in the shanty town who, according to immigration authorities, are allegedly harboring undocumented migrants.
The Bahamian people are wrong for doing it because guess what? They're the ones always complaining about it. That the Haitians squatting on land and squatting and they actually getting money from them. It is not fair.
Now, Janea, that injunction that was initially handed down by the Supreme Court in 2018 and
Now, let me just fix something there that this excuse that they keep coming up with. You know, they have their talking points and they keep repeating they were advised to have these talking points that they keep using. Listen, they are saying that Bahamians are renting to them. They are talking about Bahamians of Haitian descent.
That's what they don't know.
And they keep coming with this story to trick you to say, oh, they ain't their fault, Bahamians doing it. Even if a Bahamian is doing it, they're wrong.
Yes.
They're wrong. They need to go to jail.
Yes.
And you need to go home
Yes.
after you come out jail. So don't tell me a Bahamian renting to you. Yeah, he lock up too. That's not an excuse.
That's right.
But you are talking about the Bahamians of Haitian descent because they'll have the children. The child applies to the Crown Land. They get it because we can't get it, but they could get it. And then they start letting all their people come on. Sometimes the Bahamian will rent to one Haitian family because they got their papers, everything straight. Then next thing you know, 20, 30, 40 families on the land, and he try to get them off. The authorities won't help him. And then they come and say, oh, but the Bahamian let us come here. This is a lie and a trick and a deception that they are playing. It's nothing to do with the Bahamian letting them on the land. Y'all call us in. Let's say what y'all have to say. Y'all call us in. The line is office number. No, not that number. Don't call that number. We put the number up on the screen for you right now. It's 804-4264. 804-4264. That's 804 for COI. 804-4264. That's the number we want you to call. Call in, man. Y'all tell us what y'all think about the stuff we're talking about today. We are going to the House of Assembly tomorrow. All right. This is the call. Come with us. We're going to deliver this letter with these documents. Got Brave on here.
Thinking what time we can be there tomorrow morning?
9 a.m. We're going to be there. Colin, how y'all feel about the Haitian man who says that every that the Haitians should have a right for the government to provide them house or apartment?
Entitlement.
How y'all feel about that? Y'all see the mentality? But we're going to deliver these letters tomorrow. All right? The Brave Davis. Brave, we got your letter right here. We ain't playing with you.
Yeah.
All right? And then when you all decide to ignore the cries of the Yemen people, it's time to step this up. Brave Davis, I'm calling on you to shut down our borders to Haiti because of the emergency situation, and not that you're against them. Not that you're against them. If Cuba has a COVID epidemic or cholera epidemic, you need to close your borders to Cuba. If America does, you need to close your borders to them. You have to protect your nation. Do what is right. But y'all are leaving it open because y'all are selling visas and y'all are selling work permits. These Asians are coming in every single flight Bahamas Air brings with work permits. It's corruption. Y'all got to stand with me to save this country. Call in 804-4264. 804-4264. Call us in, and um, um, and we're gonna let you weigh in on what we're talking about. I'm gonna deal with this Combs and Royal Bank thing on another day. But we are digging up the papers and we're starting to find out. Oh man, I'm so tempted to let you see this. Lord, listen, this country is in trouble. This country is in trouble. Danny, this country in trouble, you know.
Yes, sir. But it can take us to change it, Lincoln. We're gonna have to want it. You can't settle for what they've been trying to push down our throats. Because if we don't change it, like you say, we ain't gonna have this Bahamas. We ain't rubber.
My next live, I reveal this to y'all. This could shock y'all. We deal with one thing a day. This, we got more documents. Jesus. Y'all pray for our country. But don't just pray.
Get up and fight.
Let's fight. Let's fight.
Join us on the
Let's fight.
battlefield.
Jesus. All right, call in. No one calling in? Y'all calling, man. Call in. Let's talk. We got, how much minutes we got? We almost out of time. I give you about 10 minutes. All right. And so next live, Sunday. We're going to show you all this. We're going to show you all some other stuff. It's going to blow your mind when you see some names and these people and how they are hiding companies. Don't mind when they come and tell you, oh, well, Focal doesn't send a cell to BPL. We got to take our country back, eh? But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, our country is under attack, and we got to get serious. There's some serious issues going on, serious issues. And, I just want to say that the reservists are calling every day and crying out because of different situations. Reservists are not being paid properly in Abaco, etc. And Nassau reservists are crying out, but we'll get to that. Let me get to the phone lines. I'm going to tell you something about Grand Bahama. I'm going to reveal something to you. Good afternoon, you're live. Hold on. Two ringing at the same time. Hold on. Good afternoon, you're live.
Hi, Link. You can hear me?
Yes, I can.
All right. How you doing? This is a good show you have on tonight, man.
Thank you.
I want to just thank you. I want to thank you for standing up for the Beaming people. But what I want to know is, what is the consequences of your actions tomorrow if you go into demolish those houses? Will there be repercussions from the government, or are you afraid that there will be retaliation? And if there is retaliation or repercussions, then what? Where do you stand with that?
No, we're not demolishing tomorrow. We're demolishing next month. We're just giving the lady who's owner that property time to come back, and so she's here so we can deal with certain things. That's her property. So if she wants to demolish a building on her property, she can demolish a building on her property. Our Combs demolished a whole church and demolished several properties in Pinewood Gardens. I was the person who stopped him so that it could be done right. But in this case, it's on her property. There's no question that it's her property. She have the documents and the papers, and the government told her that she got to get them Asians off. They told her that she have a responsibility to get them off, and so we're going to get them off, and we're going to demolish them. As simple as that. And so you're not going to disrespect our elderly ladies. You're not going to take land from Bahamians in this country and get away with it. Them days over. All right, and so we're going to fix that. Hope that answers your question. Tomorrow we're going to the House of Assembly to deliver this bill to save our country. We're going to deliver this immigration bill to every member of Parliament and see if any of them have the courage to table this bill.
I have one more question before I go.
Go ahead.
With the injunction that's in place, would that stand for these houses that's on this lady's property?
Yes, the injunction is against the government. It's not against private citizens who need to demolish a home. And so that injunction binds the government. All right? So the government is restrained. And so that's what the injunction says. All right? The government is restrained. It doesn't say any private citizen is restrained from demolishing anything on their property. And so if I want to go break down my house and my property, I can break that down. All right?
All right, thank you, Lincoln. Good night, man.
All right, good night. And so if someone else build a house on my property or one shack on my property, I go break that down. And so the injunction has to do with the government. Answer this call. Good afternoon, you're live. Good afternoon, you're live. Okay, we lost a call. You can call us back. You can call us back. 804-4264. 804-4264. That was a very good question. We appreciate good, intelligent questions. See, the new Bahamian, we're on another level. We think, all right? And we're not sheeps. Let me see if I can pull out that injunction for you so that you can see this. Okay, we got Shantytown ruling there. Okay, let's see if we can pull this up. All right, so we're gonna pull up the Shantytown ruling so you can see that. Don't never take anything anyone just tells you. Tell them to show you the proof. Especially politicians. Don't listen to nothing they say. It's always a lie.
I agree.
Good afternoon, you're live. Hey, how you doing?
Good night. How long this injunction being in place in 2018? Why is the government not pursuing this injunction or without this injunction overturned so they can do what they have to do?
Because they wanted the injunction in place. So what governments do if they want to do something, they go out there and pretend they're fighting against it. So they'll pretend, oh, we're gonna break down those shanty towns, we're gonna demolish them, and then they'll tell the people in the shanty towns, hey, we need you to go to this specific lawyer and do an injunction to stop us. It's the same thing that's what Minister did. The PLP before him did the same thing with the number men. They came out there and say, hey, we're going to shut down all the numbers houses, so it could seem like they was trying to do something. That's the old political trick. And so they would say, we're going to shut down the number houses. Then they told them to listen, go to Wayne Monroe. We got that straight for you. Just go to Wayne Monroe and put in an injunction, and at least our hands will be clean of it. And so that's the political tricks that they play. But that works on our grandparents. That ain't supposed to work on us.
Yeah, man. They ain't gonna do stuff for this. We had enough of this nonsense, man.
Yeah.
All right, continue to keep the fight up. I'll bet you tomorrow too, man.
Thank you, man. All right, see you tomorrow. All right. So I just wanted to show you also. I saw someone else was trying to call in. You can call us in. You can call us back. 804-4264. The number on the screen. 804-4264. So I'm pulling up the injunction now, so you can see it with your own eyes. So again, never listen to anything politicians tell you. This is a new generation. The new Bahamian, tell them, show you proof. You ain't listen to no gossip and that kind of stuff. Don't listen to no voice note where someone just saying something. Don't share them voice notes. That is stupid. That is the old Bahamian. That's retarded people. Someone just say something in the voice note, you just share it because they said it. No. Let them bring their evidence and their proof. All right, so here we go. This is the injunction. Need you to help me, please. I need to get the plug for this. If y'all could help me. So they're running low. Oh, this running low so fast. All right. So what you're looking at is the injunction, the ruling. This is section 14 of the ruling. All right, and it says, you just give it to me. It says, pending the determination of this action or until further order, the respondents, which means the government, be and are hereby restrained directly or through their agents, appointees, or employees from taking possession of, demolishing any building on, or otherwise interfering with the 177 applicants and other residents and occupiers' enjoyment of land in shanty towns in New Providence, including by disconnecting any utilities other than pursuant to the relevant enabling legislation. So the only persons bound is the respondents in this case, all right, which is the government. All right, so let me show you the respondents are. Dr. Hubert Alexander Minnis, first respondent. Dion Alexander Folks, second respondent. All right. Desmond Bannister, and of course, it's in their it's in their public capacity. So, the Prime Minister, the Minister of Labor, the Minister of Works, the third respondent, Attorney General, the fourth respondent, Bahamas Power and Light. So, BC can't turn off their light. I bet you didn't know that. Water and Sewerage, sixth respondent. All right. And so the Haitians came together and they put their money together and formed a company called Respect Our Homes Limited. All right. And then they had 177 other applicants signed up. So this is the documentation. So as you can see with your own eyes, this don't bar us in no way. You're going to see Lincoln Bean or any other Bahamian on here as respondents. Go to the phone lines. Good afternoon. You're live.
Good night. Y'all keep switching up the numbers. I know the voice number y'all had on the screen was 803 to 5995.
Yeah, so sorry about that. It's 804-4264. When we put that one up, we said you can't call on that one. That was by accident.
Okay. I didn't hear that one. What I want to ask, right? I know y'all been showing a lot of aerial images
Yes.
of the shanty towns inside Nassau and Abaco, but y'all also mentioned about shanty town invasions in islands like Milutra and Andres. Y'all don't have no footage of those aerial imagery of those shanty towns and those other islands.
Yeah, so we have something of Eleuthera that we may have handy. We don't have anything of Andres right now. And so...
because we just want to know, as Joe Public, we just want to know how severe it is, how urgent it is, you know?
What?
So we would know. Okay?
All right. Thank you so much, man.
You plan on visiting those islands? Maybe get us some footage too also?
Of course. And not only, it's not just for us to do this, you know. Bahamians, any patriotic Bahamian on these islands need to get this done. Any Bahamian, patriotic Bahamian, whether it's yourself, if you live in Andros or one of these places like Zuma, we have to get this done together. We are the eyes and ears to get this done. So if you're on one of these islands and you're able to get the footage, go get the footage. You know, we spend a lot of money.
I'm right here.
I didn't mean you individually. I mean any Bahamian. And so, you know, we spend a lot of money traveling around this country, a lot of money. We spend thousands of dollars. We do what we can with the funding that we have. But any Bahamian who sees anything anywhere, they can send it to us on any of our numbers, get it to us or any one of our people, and we're going to make sure that gets to where it needs to get. All right, so we're going to pull up that the image of Eleuthera that we have handy for you right now. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you. We also had footage. It took too long to upload that data, but we had some footage of Andres. But if you're in Andres and you have some footage or anything, send it to us. This is urgent. I can't believe you have Damon still saying we want to see how urgent this is. But this is urgent. All right. And the fact is, the media is not doing what they're supposed to do and making sure that the word gets out. All right, they're not doing what they're supposed to do. The government is busy attacking Bahamians while our country is in peril. All right, so I'm going to pull up a little bit for you. I wanted to bring something to your attention. During his address, the prime minister of this country said, and he cried shame on Grand Bahama for something that they do in Grand Bahama, which is how people are casual workers instead of permanent. On Grand Bahama doing that. Yes, in his speech. Let me go to the line first and I'll get to that. Good afternoon, you're live.
Good afternoon. I have a question for Mr. Ron, if that's okay.
Yes, please.
Mr. Ron, I do realize that you're part of COI in Grand Bahama. What are you guys stand on the illegal shanty downs and Freeport? I know that there is a problem on most of our family islands, but is there a stance being taken in Freeport as Lincoln is taking a stance here in Nassau?
I don't know how familiar you are with the unity with the coalition, but everything that is happening in Nassau is happening in Grand Bahama, and we intend to take it throughout the whole Bahamas. Like you said, Lincoln those are fighting here in in Nassau. Also on the ground, fighting concerning whatever it is that needs to be addressed in Grand Bahama. If you follow my page, you would see that I'm out there, me and others, according to the COI team, we address issues. Whatever's happening in our island, we try to stay on top of it. Okay, so
Okay. Okay, we should have sound again. Okay, we're back up. We go to the phone line first. Good afternoon, you're live.
Hi, good night. Just wanted to share with you that those of us that are watching by Facebook, the sound we couldn't hear for a while.
Yes, we're so sorry. We had a technical difficulty just now. We had a computer crash just now.
Okay.
Thank you. We appreciate that.
Thank you so
And
much.
so one of the questions I was asked while you couldn't hear, one of the questions I was asked was, what about people who are saying that election is over and that this is not the time for campaigning? And I'm saying to them that they're right. Election is over, and this is not the time for campaigning. We are not interested in campaigning. We see people. Some people don't understand that we're not just a political party; we're an activist movement. We are not campaigning. We are fighting for our country, and they're not used They're not used to an opposition party continuing to go after the election. And they don't continue after the election because they were only about election. They were only about trying to win an election. We're not about trying to win an election. We are about fighting for our country. That's what this movement is genuinely about. And anyone who's a part of this movement, they have to know that that's what we're about. Check it, what's up. That's what we're about. All right? We are about fighting for this country. Nothing more, nothing less. And that's why I can say to people when they say, oh, this one ain't gonna vote for you, that one ain't gonna vote for you. Listen to me. Vote for me, don't vote for me, vote for us, don't vote for us. We about saving this country. That's what this is about. And who don't understand that, then so be it. Yeah. But they're used to, once election is over, whoever's the opposition will break off running and go and hide in for a little while. No. We saving this country. Good afternoon, you're live.
Yes, good afternoon, Mr. President.
Yes, how you doing?
Yes, I'm pretty good. I'll be proud when the PLP and the FNM is out of office. That makes me much better in the country. But I have a question other than on immigration.
Yes.
Does the Bahamas have a sovereign wealth fund? Do we have an account?
No, we do not have a sovereign wealth fund in the Bahamas. The Sovereign Wealth Fund Act was passed, and there's a diabolical section of that act that, just give it to me. There's a diabolical section of that act that there's a diabolical section of that act that says that Bahamians should not benefit from our sovereign wealth fund. They literally put that in writing. They put that in writing, and that's section 20 of that act. All right? And so we don't have a sovereign wealth fund. We don't have a sovereign wealth fund. We have the act to allow it, but we don't need that to be enacted because the way it is, you can't benefit. So after we get this immigration stuff straight, we're going back to the House of Assembly to give them an amendment to the Sovereign Wealth Fund Act to make sure that Bahamians can benefit from the Sovereign Wealth Fund, and to make it's already drafted, but we got to do one thing at a time because people get confused. We're dealing with immigration right now, but to make sure that Bahamians can benefit from the sovereign wealth fund, our carbon credits, or whatever belongs to us. That is what they don't want to have, and that is all we want to do as a people. All we want is for Bahamians to benefit from what's ours. And if a Bahamian can vote against that, they don't deserve to have this country.
That's right.
Wow. Okay, thank you, Mr. President.
All right, thank you, man. So just wanted to show you that we're going to be doing a lot more reconnaissance in this country. This may look small, but it's extremely, extremely powerful. It is extremely powerful. We have some special stuff we're going to be unleashing, and this is our drone that's going to be spying on a lot of things, and it's going to be making sure that Bahamians know what's going on in this country. So we have a drone, and so for those of you who are wondering if we're going to send footage from these different islands, yes, we are going to be doing that, including New Providence. We're going to show you what's going on. So we do have a drone. What you're seeing here on the screen is Eleuthera, and that is how Eleuthera is expanded. That is a huge area right there. That is hundreds of acres right there. Hundreds of acres. That is Eleuthera right there. And so this has reached
that's maximum. Never thought
if Bahamians don't stand up, the country could be gone. So this is our drone. It's a very, very powerful technical drone. You might see it looks small, but this is the best of the best right now. This is high tech right here. And this, I'm not going to tell you the secrets, but this is it. All right, this is it. You don't get more powerful than that. We go to phone lines. Good afternoon, you're live.
Hey, good night, Mr. President.
Good night.
All right, and good night to all my Bahamian people in this country.
Yes.
There's a little point I want to show up, We got to be a better judge of character in this country.
Yeah.
Because how in the world Kofi Goodman and the Commissioner of Police get the same lawyer. And then we see fit to hire this man and put him as our minister. And then the minister can turn around and hire one of his clients. It's a clear breach of integrity, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get cold-blooded reptiles inside this host assembly. All these young men who are getting killed on these streets, they were birthed into this world by a woman. And we have a bunch of reptiles sitting up inside the house of assembly with their wigs and their makeup on, and they don't care about nobody. You know, but that's just my point, I thought.
Thank you. You're so right. The PRP failed immediately when they made Wayne Monroe the Minister of National Security. That is a conflict of interest. And you can see by his behavior and his actions and the things he is saying that it is a conflict. They're looking out for the prisoners and the criminals more than they're looking out for Bahamians. When it comes to the cries of Bahamians, he's saying, oh, it's the parents' fault. Crime is the parents' fault. But for the criminals, he's saying, oh, that fine for that man who raped a little child, a 4-year-old, that's too much. You know, that's too much. It's too harsh. You can't give 4 years to that man.
Shows where hard it is.
You see? And so this is where we are in this country. But we got to stand up and fight. All right? So we got the high-tech equipment. We got a lot. We've been investing in a lot of stuff because we got to show you what's going on. And I just wanted to say to you, because you're from Grand Bahama, thank you for sitting in with me today. We appreciate it. You came all the way from Grand Bahama, so you're getting your foot wet on here. The Prime Minister, you know, he said that in Grand Bahama, they are making people casual workers. I guess he's going to contract instead of being permanent, and that should not happen.
Okay.
But the government is doing that too.
Okay, Lincoln.
The government, I ain't even talking about the government workers. No. The government owns Grand Lucaya.
Yes.
And let me tell you what happens to Grand Lucaya.
Yes.
Grand Lucaya, you work 3 weeks, or what is it, 3 months, and then they lay you off for a week and bring you back. So they don't owe you nothing. You can't.
Lincoln, you so correct. I used to work the Grand Lucaya.
The government is doing that.
Hey.
The government is treating Bahamians like slaves, like chattel.
Yes, sir.
And he could go on his speech and say that shouldn't be happening in Grand Bahama. These people are evil and y'all keep not seeing it.
Yes.
The government lets you work at Alukaya. You work for 3 months, they lay you off for a week so you can't get permanent, and then they hire you back.
Evil.
These people are evil, and he could go and make it sound like he's standing up for the Grand Bahamian and saying, "Oh, this practice is going to be stopped." Let me tell you something. The government can make laws, and if you wanted the practice to stop, you could make a law to stop it today.
Yes. They only say what they want. What they think we want. What we want them to say. You know, what they want us to hear. That's what they just say. But in their hearts, they don't care about the Bahamian people. Because all of this was going on, the government could have put a stop to what's going on in ground. Look how long those industrial workers was working under those same conditions. We never had a voice from the government. Now they have the hotel and they're doing the same nonsense to the people.
Wow.
This ain't just that. They know what's going on in Grand Mama. Their intentions is to keep their foot on the Bahamian people's neck. You look at the work program that's going on in Grand Mama, Lincoln. You look at the fact that all of those people, and we understand that people need work, Lincoln, but all of those people, the Port Authority has an obligation to the Bahamian people, you know. Their obligation, according to the Hawkesbury Creek Agreement, is to employ Bahamians, Lincoln. But you know what they did? They got Ginger Moxie there pretending as if she is the minister who wonderfully gave the Bahamian people jobs. And guess what, Lincoln? Guess what we find out? That those persons are being employed by the port through the Ministry of Grand Bahama.
What?
You hear they just say? Those persons who are on those projects, what they don't understand is the port's obligation. The port's obligation is to hire Bahamians in Grand Bahama. All of the maintenance, and I know I'm just in Freeport City, you know. Throughout Grand Bahama. You know why? because the agreement was extended throughout Grand Bahama. Only the Licensees Act is in the city of Freeport. And so now all of those persons, what you see being hired throughout by the Ministry of Grand Bahama, what they claim, has gotten a contract from the port to hire those people. So they only have ginger on the face saying this government, but the high government, that's the port, to make sure they don't give the Bahamian people any kind of benefits. So they keep them as slaves for the 210.
Wow.
And through the ministry they doing this. This is what we do to our own people.
Let's go to the phone lines. Wow. Good afternoon, you live.
Good night, Lincoln.
Good night.
Good night. I just want to let the people, the Bahamian people, know. I was watching the live that you had. I think it was the day with the flea market.
Yeah.
And I saw, listening to one of the Haitian men that was talking to you, the one that was in the green shirt. He sounded very aggressive, and he kept saying, "What about the children? The children?" And we see why these people come to our country, and they have all of these children.
Yes.
They have all of these children, and these children are taking away the inheritance from our kids. And so I just want to call in tonight to encourage Bahamians to stand up and to support, because it's not about us, it's about our children. And you can't just sit there or just be like you don't know your head from your foot, knowing that it's not about you, it's not about your future, it's about children. And these people coming in and they flooding our country with children. The schools everywhere. Bahamians, stand up, please. Tomorrow in Lincoln, I am not able to come to be there because I'm over many gallons of water, but I'm calling to encourage Bahamians. We need to open our mouths. We need to open every gate that we have, gateway that we have, and understand that we can't be soft. We have to fight for our country. Oh my God. But I just want to encourage people to go out tomorrow to be there to support. And this fight is not this fight is not for us, it's for our children. And we're losing that.
Yeah. Thank you so much for your call. We appreciate it.
Yes, Lincoln.
So, ladies and gentlemen, come out. Don't just, the reason they get away with this is because we let them. Bahamians sit back.
Yes.
Now we're not having any jobs, and they're sitting back saying, "Oh, the Haitians getting all the jobs." What you could do? We are ready to stand up. Oh, they're taking over. What are you gonna do? They're kicking Grammy them off the land. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna sit down and wait for them to really take over? Because they're coming for our government. And that's what we have to deal with. Someone says, "Oh, there's other races, other nationalities that are doing this, the Chinese, etc." Yeah, we deal with them too.
Yes.
But it is critical.
Yes.
If you have a broken leg, but you have suffering a heart attack, what you think the doctor can focus on? It is critical because they're taking our land, they're taking our identity, they're now going into the House of Assembly. They're planning to take over our government. Louis Georgia says he is going to be Prime Minister. Fred Smith told them that they need to form their own political body. Y'all listening? Y'all paying attention? Louis did a post the end of last year saying we ain't in the bushes no more, time to come out. Now you see how bold they're getting. All right, right on his Facebook, it's still there. Say we ain't in the bushes no more, time to come out and stand up.
Yeah, the woman tell you on the live.
The woman told me, say, listen, she said y'all will never win this.
Okay.
Enough for y'all. Y'all never win this. And the reason I let them speak is because I want y'all to hear it coming from them. This ain't about me, I'm out talking them. Just about me letting y'all hear them. All right? I want you to hear the words coming out of their mouth so that you can see that this is serious. Going to go to the phone lines. Good afternoon, you're live.
Hey, good evening, Mr. Ben. How are you doing?
I am awesome.
Wonderful. I was watching from your first came on, and I have so much points to come on the comments on,
Mm-hmm.
but I keep asking for the phone line, and all of it escaped me because when you are being sent so much information, vital information about the truth, each and every point that you and the young lady made, I was even asking before I called in, someone please tell me the name of the lady who's on with Mr. Bean so I can address her properly when I call.
Yes, Miss Tanya Ferguson Strawn.
Miss Tanya Ferguson. Miss
Strawn.
I would like to bring.
She ran for us in the Central Grand Bahama constituency. She ran with the Coalition of Independence last election.
I always call and plus the fact that I believe that you speak truth to power. I've been following from the last elections up to now, and it's so refreshing to have individuals. And I think that you are surrounded by individuals who actually believe in truth. Like I was saying, like every point that y'all were making, I was like, I need to call now. And the information gets so overwhelming that all I can say is greetings from the people out of the Exoma by way of I work in Exoma now, but I'm a product of New Providence and of Western Grand Bahama.
Okay.
And the information that you I'm a writer, but there's nothing so refreshing when people tell you the truth.
Mm-hmm.
I'm old enough to have voted PLP for a period of time, 3 times.
Okay.
Voted F&M, 1.
Mm-hmm.
Was going over to the DNA, 1. But that coalition that came up, I really thought that power and that strength and that truth that you and your coalition have been speaking, I really thought that it would have been a change. I was like, even if the COI get one seat in the last election, it would make a difference.
Mm-hmm.
But being a country of people who believe in God and believe in truth and believe that things don't happen in one generation.
Yeah.
I just hold on. I held on. The last election, I held on to this truth that we have to get away from this PLP and the FNF.
Yeah, we do.
I work in the industry where I have seen individuals who were born here. They born in the Bahamas. But they still hold on. And, I don't like to hold on for kind of one nationality. But the truth is, it is one nationality who think that they could come and take over.
Yeah.
When I read a report that the Shantytown in Albuquerque had quadrupled or, in size since the last hurricane, and the arguments of these individuals doesn't only extend to the ones who live on land that don't belong to them. In the legislature, and they are so embedded. And I keep reminding people that you all have to listen or read the Constitution of Haiti, which states that whenever a Haitian national is born, they are still considered Haitian.
Mm-hmm.
So what does that mean? That means that in the United States, even though they might be born in the United States, they are considered Haitian. In the Bahamas, they are considered Haitian. We have a situation where on jobs, the so-called half Haitian, half Bahamian, you could see and know that they think that we're less than nothing. They think that we are idiots. Why? Because we allow them to come over to be in our country no more. You'll forfeit this country, and then you'll allow us to come and do what we have done. The consecutive government, CLP and FNF, they cater to this vote from these individuals because of the fact that I believe that they legalize them, even though they're illegal. They don't go by the constitution of the Bahamas. So why do you think Louis George feels so comfortable doing what he's doing?
Yeah. Now we gotta let you go there because it's late, and we gotta wrap up. Okay.
Right.
But next time, call in earlier, and we can talk to you some more. Okay.
All I wanted to tell you all is keep up the good work, keep up the good fight. And I'm behind you all 100%. And I wish that the rest of the Bahamian populace would wake up and realize
Yes.
it has to be now or never.
All right. Thank you, man.
Good night.
All right. Thank you. We appreciate your call. So, ladies and gentlemen, we need the government to stop giving out citizenships, giving out visas, giving out work permits. ASAP. If the government was serious about arresting illegals, they would be going on those job sites, construction sites, etc., on the family islands, on those keys, etc. They would be by the ferry boat and check these people's documents.
Yes.
What the government did was they took a year and was giving out as much work permits as they can. The office for giving out documentation, citizenship, etc., was a small office. They moved into a space as big as a warehouse now, a huge warehouse. That's how much they were processing, so that they could get as many people as possible to get papers before they go and have these fake raids. So that they'll now say, oh, well, the people have papers, what you want us to do? They have sold us out.
Yes, sir.
Because we let it happen.
Yep. Oh, now.
All those government ministers are going to have their land. They can have their house. They can be living good. Their children are going to be in private schools. They're going to get to go away to go to college and stay if they want to. Your children got to put up with this, and your children are not ready for the violence that is coming. Listen to me now or feel it later. Amen. Stand up with us tomorrow. We're going to fearlessly stand up for our country, and we are going to deliver the paperwork to let them see that we are serious. It's printed and ready, and we're going to see who is for us and who is against us. And if they don't take it in their hand, we'll drop it at their feet. We're going to serve this on each one of them. This is to save our country.
Yes, sir.
All right? So we want to thank all of you for tuning in. Ms. Tanya Ferguson Strong, I want to thank you for sitting with me tonight.
Yes, sir. It was a pleasure.
For keeping my company. It was the pleasure was mine, definitely, to have Grand Bahama in the house.
Yep.
Tanya is our vice president of our women's alliance in Grand Bahama. So she's the vice president of our women's alliance in Grand Bahama. We have a vice president of a women's alliance in United States. So we have a United States branch. That is Jillian Bartlett, right? So Jillian Bartlett is our vice president for our women's alliance. Is that international or United States? That's the United States branch. And we have the Grand Bahama branch of the Women's Alliance, and then we have the New Providence branch of the Bahamas branch of Women's Alliance. So the men's alliance is coming up very shortly, and so we're going to structure our men's alliance. All of our branches coming together, and so make sure you pay attention. You can see what to join. Our men's alliance is coming very soon. As you can see on the screen, our women's alliance, they are on the move. They are actually having a cookout. Our women's alliance, we're trying to raise money because we're going into our headquarters, y'all. We're going into our headquarters. You heard me. We're going into our official headquarters because we want people to see that we are serious and we are real and we're here to stay. And so we're having a cookout to raise funds. Y'all, please help us out. Show up we're going to be in our headquarters every day. They're normally there from about 11 to 4. I need y'all to be there more so people can come in to get their tickets. And it's going to be on the cookout is going to be on Thanksgiving Day. So we're going to have tables and tents, etc., out in our Pinewood office. And you can come, you can eat there, or you can take your stuff and go. And so we call it Gather for the Feast. So that's our COI Women's Alliance. And they're going to have peas and rice, honey glazed ham, roasted turkey or fish, stuffing, candied yams, and baked macaroni. Let me tell you something. If you experience the cookout that we had on the farm, I think that was last week, you have never tasted cookout food that good. I am not gaslighting you. You have never. I'm sure that everyone who tasted that food that we had the cookout on the farm last week, that you are going to be buying tickets for this. The chefs that we had that cooked that food, it was amazing. I've never tasted cookout food that good. That was like restaurant food at a cookout. That was amazing. That crab and rice, I mean, listen to me. I ate that food cold and that tastes good. That was amazing. I had 3 plates. That was amazing. And so this food is going to be extremely good. So I don't even think that should be $15. I don't know where you'll get off. You're also trying to raise money. But anyway, it's only $15, y'all. And so you can't beat that. You got to eat lunch on that day. Support your organization. Support us. You got to eat that day. And so it's going to be in Freeport also. They're organizing for Freeport also. And so I guess they'll give us some more information. Where it's going to be and all that kind of stuff. And so the women's branch in Freeport is organizing that also. You have any more information now?
Yeah, we're actually going to be at the taxi hall the union hall, sorry. We're going to, our plates are going to be a little bit cheaper because, we know that Grand Bahama is struggling. So we're going to do the plates a little bit cheaper. We don't want Lincoln know that. But yeah, we're doing the plates a little bit cheaper in Grand Bahama. So
I can send for my Grand Bahama plate too. How much?
$10.
Only $10 for Thanksgiving dinner?
Lincoln, only $10.
Y'all ain't safe.
We looking at our people in Grand Bahama, things rough, they say.
What?
Yeah, Lincoln. So we making sure we feed the Bahamian people in Grand Bahama and Nassau. So the Women's Alliance is doing it big. Come to the taxi hall, Union Hall on the 24th of November. Our tickets will be on sale as of this week. So we're inviting y'all, everybody who's out there, get in contact with me. My phone number is 432-9375. If you need tickets, that's 432-9375 in Grand Bahama. The Women's Alliance of the COI is putting on our, the feast of, how it go, Lincoln?
Gather for the feast.
For the feast, sorry. So just come on down. We got some cooks. They out of there. They say them girls from East End and West End, they can cook. So y'all come get y'all food because we can do it out of there.
Someone says manage to cook out in Freeport.
That's on the 24th of November. So it's the same thing as the Thanksgiving feast. So we're putting it on the same day as Nassau. We're putting it on in Grand Bahama. The same day.
All right. Okay. And in Grand Bahama is $10. In Nassau is just $15.
Yeah.
If you're going to spend $25, and I guarantee you the food here is going to be much better. Oh my God. And we can do that because a lot of stuff will be donated. If you want to donate to it, then you can also come to the office and let us know if you want to donate anything, drinks or whatever. It's a fundraiser. So if you want to donate turkey, macaroni, whatever you want to donate, you can also do that. So please come to our office or call the office numbers as there, 804-4264, or text it and let them know, WhatsApp it. You can let them know, do you want to donate to this? So because it's going to be donations, that's why we can do it that cheap. And so we just want to raise money to do what we have to do, okay? So everyone stay focused, and we're going to make this happen. So our Youth Alliance will also be coming soon, and so stay tuned for all of this. And I just want to say a special good night, and I love you to Maria Daxon. She had an attack today, from a political troll, who went out there and told, an amazing lie on her. And what amazes me is that the people who respond, wow, and they start, sharing stuff and spreading it just because someone says something.
Yeah.
Listen, the new Bahamian, you got to show us evidence. When you talk, bring your proof. Stop listening to politicians and listening to political troll. If you know someone is a political operative, they get paid to lie.
Yes.
That's what they get paid to do. Stop falling for this stuff. And people was on there starting to attack Maria and this and that, and we had to show the proof.
Yes.
We came with proof, evidence, all right, to show that they were lying, and the person took down all of their videos.
Wow.
All right? These are political trolls on the attack. We don't have time for that. Let's stay focused. Maria is focused, and we're all focused, and we're gonna stay focused. All right. And so, ladies and gentlemen, thank all of you all for being here. Thank all of you all for tuning in. So we want to say a special good evening to everyone. Even good night to Stephen from Django. Ladies and gentlemen, thank all of you all for tuning in. We appreciate it. Tomorrow at 9 a.m., make sure be there, be on time, leave out early. I'm going to be there, and we are going to need your assistance in delivering these letters to these people who are selling our country out. So thank you all for tuning in. We're just going to leave you with a little something, something to remind you that, listen, we can do this, that this is possible, that we can transform this nation. In the next 10 years, we can have a nation that is the envy of the world. And all we got to do is benefit from our natural resources. We have natural resources the whole world need. Did y'all see the size of that crane? Did y'all see it? Well, I'm going to leave you with that. And I'm going to leave you with the message to let you see that we can bring the change. Thank you for being here with me, Tanya. It was a pleasure. We got to go and take Grand Bahama back.
Yes, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to remember that change ain't coming, change is here. This is the Prophet in Grand Bahama.
Close to the road, and I see the mirror and go through the bush to come take a look at it. You must see fixing something on it. Look at the size of this crane. Bahamas, just look. Now that come to dig out around here. My God, look at the size of that bucket. That bigger than the biggest dump truck you have ever seen, the bucket of that. Lord, Mr. Prime Minister, you don't think Bahamian people deserve nothing what this crane is doing to us? This will be here for the next generation digging. My Lord, look at the size of this crane. Wow, this is the size, this bigger than a building. This bigger than a building. They got to have kitchen and bath. They got kitchen and sleeping quarters got to be on the crane. All of that is engine. My Lord, that's a humongous size. Come to finish, eat our lands, and we gets nothing. This is what Miller was talking about, all the billions of dollars. What the company making in Grand Bahama, that's the crane right there which is responsible for it. This could eat a whole island, a whole key. My Lord, Bahamian people, look at the size of this crane. Whew. Reporting live from Grand Bahama. Look at the size of this crane. My Lord. Ah boy, and we gets nothing.
I don't know how you did this in 50 years. You look at history. Who does this? Show me anybody else that has done this in 50 years. I'm waiting. Show them to me. This wasn't done by money. Money doesn't produce visions. Visions produce money. You've had leadership over here that were visionaries, great visionaries, and their vision was more about the people than the money, because you can't accomplish this in 50 years without loving your people first, because the people are the ones that's benefiting from this. Look at your health care, look at your road system, look at your highway system, look at your airports. Who does this in 50 years? But who benefits? You're going to care about those people. It's something to be learned about what's been done over here that could be duplicated in the world, because there's people with this much money. You just don't have people with this much love for their people.
me just say that I have always been a part of this community. And there's no accident I know how to do all the dancing. Because I always be and share with you. Because you are me and I am you.
Yes, sir.
And I'll be here with you always. And those who knew me from the past and know me now, they always knew that I was there and always been there for you. I don't call you all, no, you all are not Haitians, Bahamians. You are Bahamian, and your origin is Haitian. Mine too, and many of us. We have to stay apart for now so we can be together later. In long now.
Are you all ready and willing to go?
It is important.